the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will have the ball first. The Rebels took home the Golden Egg in a close one the last time they met.
They don't care if it was close or a blowout. They got the W. They've been able to talk about it all off-season long, and you can just feel the energy and electricity this year.
Boy, and you know it matters. You're talking about all these kids in-state, talking to them. Where do you want to go? Which side do you want to be on? Ole Miss winning last year matters when it comes to recruiting.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wallace. Continues to fight for yards. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move and looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Now improvising. Took care of it himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane opener, you don't sack him right away. You allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Using his feet to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going for the big play. He's got it at the 15. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. To the air. It's Chapin. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. At the 30. He's on the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give out of the gun. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Shapen. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides going for it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
42 Spider, 4-2, ready, go!
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Looking to throw on first down. He throws one to the left. Got it in stride inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Looking to fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Myers on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a big play. Snags it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. Strong, firm tackle. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick. And they do.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep on the run. It's a big stride inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Motion from the back. Laterals it back. Looking for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The snaps. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man.
It's a fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Knocked off his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll take it on the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Rides the back on the option, the give. He breaks a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He turns it loose to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Harris. Going for 6. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll set up to throw. Floating away. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Honey Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
On the run, it's Booth. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Rushes on him. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Thompson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're backed up, and they'll just throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great. Doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running...
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside. Oh, it's out!
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Buys a little time with his feet. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Let's it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Can't get him to the ground. And he is greeted and knocked down in the backfield. A negative play for this offense.
That play right there is the type of play that will get offensive coordinators fired. That single run right there wiped out a huge chunk of their offensive production today. That was the equivalent of the Great Depression for this offense. That running...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play.
And when you run an offense, when you're going to pitch the ball and you're going to lateral, there's danger to it, right? There's reading things that have to happen when you pitch it Don't get hit while you're pitching it so it goes all over the place. Great job by the defense being disciplined, understanding, causing the fumble, recovering the fumble, creating a big turnover for this team. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And there he goes. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.